Go. Let's go.
Kill intro us.
Hey. Look at this. We are packed in tonight. Look at this. We are all very, very comfortable, right?
That's right.
So I'll tell you tonight, welcome, by the way, and we're a little late. We apologize. Andy, thank you. We are getting ready. Rabbi Moses, we're here.
Hey, Rabbi.
Everybody, we're here. Hopefully there's a million of you out there, and we're gonna have a good night tonight. We have Gunners Bourbon here. They are out of tell me the town.
Sedan, Kansas.
Sedan, Kansas.
You have to hold the microphone.
They're out of Sedan, Kansas. I've seen their stuff here local in Kansas. I don't know. Again, we'll get into this. I don't know if how big their distribution is, but we're about to find out. And of course, we're going to do what we normally do. We're going to pair a cigar. I think tonight the focus will be on. They have a single barrel that I've been drinking, and it's
awesome.
It is awesome, and they have a new release just out that we're not going to really much talk about tonight because it's going to be a little bit of a future thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we're a Sedan. So
Sedan's about 45 minutes north of Bartlesville, Oklahoma.
So they're way down there. So good. So
you have to be more specific. Where is Bartlesville, Oklahoma?
It's on your way to and from nowhere. Specific.
That's exactly right. All right. But we'll get into more of the specifics. I apologize. They keep dropping something.
Why don't you introduce them?
So we will. So
okay.
We're just having a little bit of a chat now.
Deb's getting ahead of herself then.
Deb, who are the new people? It's a secret. So, are you guys ready? You think we're ready to roll this sucker?
Let's do it.
All right, let's roll this. Hey, Bourbon Bros KC here. We are here tonight with Gunners, bourbon and whiskey. All bourbon, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep, all bourbon.
All bourbon. We like bourbon. So we have Heath, of course, on the end. Derek Normal. And why don't you guys introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, what you do, and why you're here.
Yes, I'm Louisa Schulteis. I'm actually from Florida and Texas, and I moved to Prairie Village, Kansas about 6 years ago. And I'm the regional manager for Gunners Bourbon.
Okay.
I'm Stacy Churstrip. I'm originally from Wichita, Kansas. I live in Olathe, Kansas, and I am one of the managing partners of Gunners Bourbon.
Nice.
So the first question I ask is, why did you move to Kansas?
For my family.
Okay, I understand. So that's always the first question to ask on that.
Yeah.
Well, tonight we're going to focus on. They have three different offerings.
Mm-hmm.
They have a single barrel, and they have just a regular wheated,
right.
And they got a brand new release that we're not going to really get into tonight because there's a coming soon for that. So we won't get much into that because it's going to be something cool coming along. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So, and we're with Derek. Derek's obviously we're here at Ash Anvil in Gardner, Kansas, where we normally are. Great environment. We got a full house tonight.
Yeah, we got a good crowd in here tonight.
Yeah, so. It's good. You know, we got our normal following, and hopefully, like I said, there's like 4,000 or 5,000 people online. I've got another social media channel that I'm kind of connected with some of these guys, and I hope you're all on there. If you're not, I'm going to be kind of upset. So, let's ask some questions. Let's figure out some of the things that are going on here. I mean, Derek, you can.
Before we get into that, do we want to pour a?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I missed that, right?
I think we probably ought it.
Yeah, we're definitely needing something in a glass.
All right, you got your glass?
My glass is.
That one's yours.
That's someone for on the table. There's an extra.
What's your guys' then?
So, but this is mine.
All right.
All right. So
we're gonna pour the wheated bourbon single barrel tonight, and we're gonna start with this at least. We'll probably get into something else a little later on in the video.
Awesome.
Oh, good pop.
Yeah, it was good.
Very decent pop. So,
Do you want me to talk about?
As he's pouring, so let's ask how long has Gunners been in business, and kind of give us a little bit, a quick little history on what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Rodney, welcome. Thank you, man. Thank you for being there.
Gunners was started in 2020. It's kind of what we started, and then initially distilled in Florida, which is a crazy story, but it's always been a Kansas bourbon and with Kansas wheat and grains, and we moved it to Sedan after we got the distillery built, and we've been around about 5 years now.
Nice. So with that, real quick, John Coleman, go Dogs. Heine, what's up, Beaches? So sorry, we want to make sure we're letting the people out there know that they're following us, that we're here. So with that, let me ask a quick question. How hard was it starting up a distillery right when COVID hit?
That's a good question for Steve.
I mean, wasn't that right when COVID hit, right?
It definitely was. So yeah, it's definitely hard to start anything right when COVID's hitting. So we definitely had our challenges, but like everybody else, we worked through them and we're still here today.
So we started this cigar lounge, and if you haven't been down here, I think it's pretty impressive. But we started during COVID as well.
Well, and
And
again,
congrats to you guys
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Impressive.
yeah, we were for sale in Florida too at that time, and so of course Florida didn't believe in COVID, so we sold a lot of whiskey there.
Really? Didn't believe it. Yeah, I understand. So
That's right.
we got some Dryer family on tonight too, so we appreciate that. So yeah, so again, a lot of this is an example of perseverance, right? I mean, you came in at a hard time, and you're succeeding, right? I mean, that's Ash Anvil has a phenomenal place here, which our home away from home, and obviously you guys have really. Again, you're continuing to grow, right? You got a new release that just came out in October, top secret because we're not talking about that one yet. And so that's pretty cool. That's a good thing to say, where because there were established businesses that failed, right? That have been for a long time. So to start something in that and then continue to to thrive it says something about you.
If you can get through COVID, you can get through anything,
That's
right?
right. That's right. All right. So on the nose, we poured the single barrel out. What do you get on the nose?
I get the oak. I'm definitely getting some oak on there. I'm getting the kind of the regular notes. A little bit of the vanilla on it.
I get so much of the wheat. because the wheat
Maybe I'm
so much of that wheat.
maybe I'm missing what the oak versus the wheat, right? Heath?
Yeah. It's like that stone fruit. I don't know. What would you say you're supposed to get on the nose?
What do you think?
You guys are pretty much nailing it. I think some vanilla. I get some spice. Really, the most unique thing about it is since it is a single barrel and it's not cut with water. It's proofed at 118. So if you ever drop a little bit of water in the top of it, it's going to open up a whole nother level of it, and you're going to get more notes of something different. So for me, I think most people, since everyone's palates are different, what you guys are describing is pretty accurate. And I do think it has more depth than our regular 90 proof bourbon, as that's been proofed down to 90, and the barrels are a little younger on that one.
So on your single barrels, what's your how much time's in the barrel?
It depends, but this specific one that you guys are tasting tonight is 3+ on that
3+ on that.
one. Yeah.
Oh, I guess here's another question to ask. Do you guys purchase or do you guys distill yourself?
So, and in the beginning, kind of like all companies get started, we were purchased MGP product,
Okay.
and we got very great, delicious source whiskey from MGP. They're a great provider of it. I think a lot of companies use them when they first start. And then now we are absolutely 100% milling and distilling from grain itself, which is pretty cool. We're using local Kansas farmers for all of our grain.
That's amazing.
So that's one thing, we're Kansas proud. So everything in these bottles is from Kansas.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. So, how far? What's your reach right now? Let's say in through distribution in the different states, or where are you at?
Yeah, so right now we're 100% distributed in Kansas, proudly by Handcrafted Wine and Spirits. They're our distributor partners. We recently made a move to them about a month ago, and it's been phenomenal. they're just hustlers. They're great partners, very loyal, good company, honest people. And going forward, they have other offices. Their handcrafted is also in Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Oregon. So we're looking at those states to stick with our distributor partners. And we're also opening Missouri next year. So what's kind of interesting about this brand is it really is currently only available in Kansas. So all of the Missouri people have to drive to Kansas for something for once, right?
That never happens.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around, right?
For
Usually you're
sure.
crossing that side of the border.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
right. Sorry, got to get your gunners in Kansas.
Yeah.
guys.
But I checking out your website and looking into you, you guys do ship. You guys, people are able to buy online. I think in like 44 or something states.
Yeah, I think there's less than 10 states that
I
you
don't know.
can ship to. So yeah.
So if you're out there, yeah, go check out the website. So it's obviously gunnersbourbon.com.
.com.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's a good website. If you're coming through Kansas now, I was going to say, go visit them, but you guys are in the middle of moving.
We are. We've outgrown our space in Sedan, Kansas. So we're looking at moving to Wichita. We're excited about that. We're still looking at the right property, but hopefully after the first of the year, we will be in Wichita, Kansas.
That'd be amazing.
That's the
Yeah.
plan. We're excited.
There's
Yeah,
a great
Dwayne?
market in Wichita.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Dwayne, I did look. I think Wisconsin is a state that they can ship to.
I'm
Yes,
pretty sure it is too.
Yeah.
but
Not Texas.
Yeah, Texas is. I
yes,
know that
Texas
for
is for sure. And again, I'll just say this. I'll say the word handshakes. So it's a little. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, look at that. They're starting to put the states out.
There you go.
That is a big one state name.
That
So
is.
surprise. So
I'd like to hear you say that entire name all together.
I don't think it's possible, right? So yeah, John. Thanks, John. Yeah, and then my mom's here,
Oh,
right? So
shout out
I
to
got to
Nancy.
shout out to Nancy. Heath loves Nancy. So Jaime, Colorado. Yes, right?
Yeah, Colorado.
Yeah. So
Iowa.
Colorado's
Hopefully we'll
covered.
be in Iowa.
Oh, yeah,
sometime
they're in
the
our
near
launch.
future, too.
Yeah, I
Nice.
think our first plan in Q1 will be Missouri and Nebraska to launch.
Nice.
Gotcha.
and then-
So having them in store in the bottles there, not just
Mhm.
shipping, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Have
Awesome.
distributor partners.
Yeah.
there.
Again, we've had some taste of this, right? We have some
Yeah.
pours. So
What do you get off the first taste?
I get a little spice out in the front. I get that wheat. I'm picking up over the middle of the palate, especially after a couple pours. I'm getting a fruity note that I can't call it out. I can't tell you, oh, I know it's a blackberry, but it's like I'm
Yeah.
getting a fruity note. And then I'm getting the wheat and the oak, the oak barrel on the back, right?
Yeah.
A nice hug going down. Nothing that gets you, that burns you where you're coughing, unless someone did try one earlier, and I'm like, so she's calling you out, Heath. So, yeah. So I again, it's good. You're not just getting a whiskey bourbon taste. It's developing as it goes farther back in the palate.
This has so much flavor.
It does.
And
And
I think
so
it has more flavor than most of the whiskeys that I've tried. And I'm still a newbie to whiskey. Right? I've sampled a lot of stuff, but I don't know anything about it. But this has so much flavor. It's so strong on the palate. It reminds me, and it's not exactly the taste, but like the malt balls. My grandpa used to, what was that?
Milk chocolate malt balls.
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
like
yeah.
that
The milk
flavor.
chocolate,
Yeah.
the malt ball, and I can't think of what the name was.
Whoppers.
Whoppers. There you go.
Yeah.
My grandpa used to keep a jar of those in his workshop, and
That's like
snacked on them
mothballs.
as a kid. Mothballs,
you
not
said mothballs. I'm like, I don't.
Mothballs.
That's
I
what
don't know
Nancy
if that-
gave you was the mothballs.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing to say.
She gave
Mothballs,
Derek
right? Malt balls. Okay.
That sounds a
Malt
lot
balls.
better.
Yeah, we like that better than.
I get that malt flavor off of it. Yeah.
Should I answer questions I see?
Absolutely.
Sure.
What motivated us to start Gunners? Well, it's a family business. There's 10 cousins.
So we have 10 cousins that are currently active in the business. And so we are the third generation going into fourth generation. There's 30 plus. So Our original business is in the fuel and oil industry, and we knew we needed to diversify. So that's kind of where Gunners came into hand, so that we can pass it down to the fourth generation. And
Yeah.
It's a family business. And then where did the name come from? Again, that's an old family name from one of the founders. And that's on the Gunners Heritage Batch, but on the single barrel, the name of it is the Bradford Single Barrel, and it's named after the hotel in Sedan that we renovated.
Okay, so that's and it's on the website. You can see that it's
Yeah,
a beautiful
It is
facility.
really
It's
cool.
a
So
really
your
cool
distillery's
place.
in the Bradford
It is.
Hotel?
Okay. Yep. Mhm.
That's
So
the name.
supposedly it's an old haunted hotel, and Indian Slim is actually the one that haunts the hotel. I haven't had any experiences with him yet, but I know there's lots of people that have. But he's supposedly nice, so
I've heard that our building, which is also, from early 1900s, I've heard that our building is also haunted.
Yeah.
nice.
I have
you had
yet to
any
experience it, but I have not. Things do seem to fall off the shelf, but
Really?
it's probably because I made the shelves uneven, so they're not level. But yes, the bartender's here, and it's definitely haunted.
Nice. So, well, again, okay. Look at so what differences. What
That's a tough
differentiates you from other bourbons? That's throwing some tough questions. No, Dwayne, that's
On
perfect.
Video. There's actually supposedly have been some ghosts caught on video before we were even there. I can't remember the name of the company that came in, but they did stay there one night and did some videos and caught some stuff on video.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ghost hunters.
Yeah,
We need to
yeah,
go.
I think
Yeah.
I think
you know what? You guys should actually stay the night there one night and let us know how it goes.
We should go.
Yeah.
y'all
Free
should.
pours.
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right,
We'll
that's-
work for you all night long, but once it hits midnight, we're out.
All right. That's all right. We can just take the bottle back.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take Dwayne's question where what differentiates us from other bourbons. Well, first of all, other bourbons don't have myself and Stacy. So there's that. We are women run, I can say,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Of course, not every owner is a woman, but we're managed by women, which is kind of awesome in today's world of bourbons. And then we use, I think being a wheated bourbon will set us apart pretty distinctively because there is no rye in our mash bill. We use also Kansas wheat. So that's definitely going to set us aside, and working with local farms. And I know we're not really supposed to mention the new brand, but someone did mention the honey already.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's right.
But we have
Let's talk about the
a,
honey.
yeah, that's going to set us apart drastically because we have a honey whiskey that we just launched, and we're using real raw beekeeper honey from a place called Tea Creek Farms in Topeka. It's outside of Topeka in Barrington,
That's awesome.
Kansas.
And shout out to Tim from Tea Creek Bees. He does a great job with his honey.
Yes.
So you talked about your mash bill. What is your mash bill?
Oh, I feel like it varies, but this one
Put
is,
you on the spot there.
It's
30.
Numbers.
Oh, it's
63
63%.
corn, 34 wheat, and 3%
Okay.
barley.
Wow.
And all
then-
Kansas grown.
All Kansas, everything, yeah.
Yeah,
All
we have a
Kansas grown,
couple
barley
different farmers we
The
use.
wheat, everything
Mhm.
is.
And then Big Tom wants to know how many barrels are you guys producing right now per year?
Oh, that's a good question for Andy. We'll have to we'll have to
We'll hold that then.
'cause
We'll,
I'm
we'll
not-
roll that on to the next one. Hint, hint.
Yes, we'll roll that on to the next one because we don't exactly know. And I know he's cranking out. He's literally distilling every day when I text him.
He is. He's
Yeah.
a busy guy right now.
Yeah, but it's pretty wild that we've been able to accomplish the success we have in the small space we do have in Sedan. So again, just shout out to Andy for being a badass.
And Andy's your head distiller, right?
Yes, yes, he does a great
Andy
job.
Bender.
We're very lucky to have him with us.
Nice.
What's your most popular offering today out of the two? The single barrel or the regular offering?
So we sell much more of the Heritage Batch, which is just our regular 90 proof bourbon, just solely because of price point.
Sure.
It's $34.99, usually SRP on the shelf. And then our single barrel is anywhere between $54.99 and $58.99, depending on where you purchase it from.
Yeah. So I mean, that again, this is an example of, everybody's chasing the unicorn, and they're good. It's good stuff. But it's, you can go out and spend $200 on a bottle, but if you want an everyday drinker, if you want to sit there and you want to have a nice little pour, and for $50, you get a great pour. You get something that we'll find out if it pairs very well with the cigar, and I'm going to bet it does. But it's good, right? It's a good pour.
Yeah.
and it doesn't break the bank, right?
Right.
I think it also pairs well with Netflix. Just
Netflix,
Yeah.
nice. I've never.
Gunners
I
and
have.
Netflix.
I have.
You've never drank bourbon and watched Netflix?
I've done that.
Isn't that what they call it? But the bourbon
Well,
and Netflix, right?
Right.
We won't go
We
there.
won't
Right?
go there.
Hey, John. John said, great personalities. You guys are again. Obviously, that's why the brand is. That's why the brand has worked since obviously since COVID, and made some sales here tonight, right? So that's
Thank you guys.
that's the
Thank
goal,
you,
and,
guys.
and these are some good guys who, and I will tell you that know bourbon. So no, that's awesome. So
Awesome.
so what do you? So here's my next the fruity that I'm kind of picking up. So what do you think's causing that? What is there something? Have you heard that before? Have you heard the fruit
I
notes?
have not.
You have not.
But also, when we do these tastings, and it's mainly in retail stores, which is kind of crazy. We don't use a tasting agency. I will say it's always myself, Stacy, or Cassie, or a family member helping. So
Okay.
we do all our own liquor store tastings and events. And most of the time, when they're sampling out of a plastic cup, they're only tasting a little bit of it, and then it's going to build as you continue to drink it, as you're seeing, and you're going to get
Correct.
more out of it.
Absolutely.
And so I don't think that we are around the people long enough, but the feedback that we receive is always very positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some questions. So do you make the barrels, or where do you get your barrels from?
We don't make the barrels. I'm blanking out on where the name of the place that we get them from, but we get them out of Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And Dwayne, hey, we've been looking for something like this, Sarah. So there's a bunch of guys on here that I know love to do barrel picks. So maybe we need to set that up, right? Because
Hey,
you guys
come on
do
down.
barrel picks,
we
right?
do. We love doing barrel picks. Andy is great with doing it. You would come to our distillery. He'd pick out before you come 4 to 5 barrels. You get to sample them and then kind of decide which barrel you want to go with. And
So you
then-
do
We
barrel
do.
picks?
Yeah, absolutely. We love having people come down to do
Nice.
barrel picks. So please come see us. Get with us at info@gunnersbourbon.com, and we'd love to set you guys up with a barrel pick.
Yeah. So I think we'll have a discussion with that, especially with some of these guys that are on there. They're good at that, and we have an Ash Anvil Bourbon Bros kind of
Yeah.
cool label. If can we design our own label?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're willing to do whatever. So
think
we'd love to host you
typically-
guys down there.
Yeah, I was going to say in Kansas, like as far as legalities, I think the front part stays the same, but we can always custom do the bottom sticker.
Oh yeah, for sure.
kind of
So
what
no,
we do.
I love the bottle too. I love the bottle design. It's not just your regular. So it's again, everything about it is. I'm going to say it. You ready? It's sexy. So all right. So I said it and I said it out loud. So
Let's see who drops now.
yeah, everybody's dropping off. Come on now. So, well, we've now again we've had a pour. We've thought about it. So now we'll go to the resident cigar expert, Derek.
Right.
So obviously we did a little pre-gaming here. We want this to flow well. So, what's your thought on a cigar that you thought would blend good with this?
This has such a strong flavor. Like I mentioned before, it's got so much flavor. It's so strong on the palate that you had to really pick a cigar that also mirrors that strength. Right? If you go too mild on a cigar, you're going to miss out on all the flavor of the cigar. And in fact, before the video started earlier today, I sampled a little bit of this whiskey and smoked a cigar that I thought had the perfect flavor. And there was nothing to it. You couldn't taste the cigar at all. So I had to step it up a strength. So tonight we're going to smoke the Aladino Corojo Reserva. And this is the Corona size. This is one of my very favorite cigars, by the way. Made by Aladino in Honduras. What's so cool about this cigar is it is real Corojo tobacco. And if you don't know anything about cigars, you don't know anything about tobacco, that doesn't mean anything, but Corojo tobacco is special. Corojo is a region of Cuba.
Okay. Nice.
Right, so it is a growing region, a traditional growing region in Cuba, where they were growing what they called Corojo tobacco. But it was a fairly low yield crop. It was very susceptible to blue mold and black shank, which are two diseases that are prevalent in the tobacco industry. And on top of that, the leaves are fairly small, so it's not a huge yield anyway. There was a farmer, Justo Iroa. He fled Cuba during the Cuban Revolution. He took his two sons, Christian and Julio. Actually, I got that backwards. It was Julio Iroa, and Justo and Christian were his sons. They fled Cuba, and they fled with pockets full of seeds that they took from Cuba, Corojo seeds. And they made it into the U.S., and they ended up in Honduras. In Honduras, they bought farmland. Julio bought farmland that was totally, actually at the time it was totally jungle. He cleared it himself. I remember hearing stories about how they would go down there and there were jaguars and there were all these, adverse things that were happening on the farm as they were getting ready to grow their first crop. But they planted the traditional Corojo seed, and since then have been one of the only, actually I believe the only supplier of real, authentic Corojo tobacco.
Nice.
It's amazing. There's lots of brands out there that use Corojo tobacco that are using a hybridized version of Corojo. But Aladino is growing actual real Corojo, still from those Cuban seeds that they stole from their pockets. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a tobacco seed. They are tiny, teeny tiny little seeds. You can fit a lot of seeds in your pockets. So when they left Cuba, they brought a lot with them, and they still have the original seeds that they left with back in the 60s.
Impressive.
So a question about that. So when you when you plant the seed and you grow tobacco, are you able to get more seeds from that?
Mm-hmm.
So you can collect more seeds from a tobacco plant to keep it going?
Yes, for 7 generations of the plant.
Okay.
For the first 7 generations, you can call it Corojo seed. On the 8th generation, because they're growing in Danlí, Honduras, or right outside of Danlí, Honduras, on the 8th generation, it would become Honduran tobacco, right?
Okay.
For the first 7 generations of that plant, it is Corojo, Cuban seed Corojo tobacco. On the 8th planting, it would be Honduran tobacco. So
you can kind of keep that
right. So that's how they're still able
genetics
to
going.
That's how they're still able to have seeds from that initial batch that they took from Cuba back in the 1960s. Now this seed or this cigar is interesting because in a lot of cigars you have a wrapper from, let's say, Ecuador and a binder from Nicaragua, and then fillers from, I don't know, who knows where, Indonesia or Dominican Republic or Nicaragua or even sometimes the U.S. This is all Honduran tobacco. It's a Honduran Puro. But not only is it a Honduran Puro, it is a Corojo Puro. The wrapper, the binder, and the filler are all Corojo seed, all grown on the same farm, all grown with the same seed in that same batch of tobacco.
How rare is that in the cigar world to have something that's all just from one farm?
I've never heard of it.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
So
okay.
This is the only cigar I've ever heard of that does it. This is all binder, wrapper, filler, the same tobaccos. I've never seen
That's
it
super
done.
cool.
And I'm not an expert in tobacco. I'm not a
Well, you are the expert up here.
I'm the expert up here, but yeah. But I'm not the most knowledgeable person in tobacco. But
I feel like you just
I've never seen it done.
might.
I'm very impressed what you just talked about. So I agree.
So
I'm not sure if
this
anyone
is
believes you on that.
one of my very favorite cigars. And I love the Corojo Reserve by Aladino. I love everything that Aladino makes. They do a great job. But this, particularly in this size, which is, I know it's all the same tobacco, but it's a slightly different blend of the same tobacco, which I'll get to in a minute. This is one of my very favorite cigars. On the plant, as the tobacco plant is growing, you have primings, right? As the stalk is growing up, you have leaves, and the leaves create different primings. So the bottom priming, I'm blanking on the name of it, but starts with a V. And then you have Seco, and you have Viso, and then you have Ligero on the top, right? So the leaves grow in pairs, alternating pairs. And the lower leaves are going to get less sunlight. And so the plant is going to send less nutrients to those leaves. They're going to be milder in flavor. They're going to be milder in nicotine. And as you move up the plant, you increase in strength and in nicotine strength. So while this is all Corojo tobacco, it's all the same type of plant. It's all the same variety of plant. They're using leaves from different parts of the plant and then also from different crops. So you're going to have some that are aged a little bit longer, some that are younger, and those are going to give you different experiences when you're smoking these tobaccos.
Gotcha. So one question on that. The one thing I really love about this here and what I'm learning when, since we've started doing that is you have a lot of craft cigars. I'll say the word craft. I don't know if that's the right word.
Boutique is the word.
Boutique. Because, it's not, you walk into some places and, you're going to see all the big brands that everybody talks about and you see. When
Those
you
are
walk
great
in,
brands, by the way.
When you walk into your humidor, it's different.
Right.
You're getting a lot of those guys that, that don't sell cigars to everybody in the world, right? It's kind of a unique. So what with this cigar was that one of those, or is that
Absolutely
the word? Because so could anyone walk into any smoke, cigar lounge and find this cigar?
This brand is definitely growing,
Okay.
but it's not everywhere. This brand, so Julio started the farm in Honduras. When he fled Cuba and made it to Honduras, he brought his 2 young sons. I think one, if I remember the story right, and if you're watching, I invited them to watch, by the way, the Iroas. If you are watching, sorry if I get it wrong, but I think Christian, who is the younger brother, I believe, was like 3 years old, and Justo was like 5.
Okay.
So they fled Cuba young, whatever age they were young when they fled. And Christian went on to start originally Camacho, which was sold off to Davidoff, and then restarted his brand CLE, which is Christian Luis Aroa, his own brand, which I carry. And then Aladino was started by the father, Julio, and Justo, his son.
Okay.
So it is a family company. They're running multiple brands out of this company, and it is growing. Both of those brands, CLE, I think, is on a different level than Aladino, but Aladino is definitely growing.
Nice.
It's a great brand.
Yeah. So, I think we should probably fire it on up. I don't think you two are partaking in cigars.
We'll just,
And then and we can, again,
We might have both smoked enough just by sitting in the room
you know what?
that I have tasted a cigar.
There's probably some truth to that, right?
Probably so. There's a lot of people in here smoking tonight.
But we will, we can pair this up and see what we think, right?
Okay, let's do it.
I'm
All right,
down.
here's your cigar. Here's mine.
I got mine. I'm good.
I like the simplicity of this, like just the tissue paper on the end. Like,
Yeah. It's a very beautiful cigar. The band is simple. The colors are simple. But I think that when you light this up, you're going to see that it is very different than a lot of the other cigars that you've smoked. I know that it's only one tobacco that it's made with,
I've been
rapid
taught.
filler. But you're going to get so much flavor out of this. And I think that it's going to pair really well with the Gunner single barrel because it's going to have a lot of flavor, right? It's going to be very full flavor without being full strength.
Yeah, because you don't want the cigar or the bourbon to overpower each other.
Right.
Complement.
When I pair a cigar, I want them to complement. It's not like when you go with food when you go sweet and sour, you go salty and sweet, and when you pair a cigar with anything, whether it's coffee or it's whiskey or it's rum or it's tequila, I think that you want to go complementary rather than
absolutely
opposites.
I have to be careful not to talk because we all have microphones, right? So when I was going to say something, but when multiples are talking, it's because I like to talk. There's no doubt about it. Right?
I don't think anyone picked up on that.
Ever.
I think it's a great trait to have.
Yeah, sometimes.
Hold on, before you light
Sometimes
it.
you got to learn to listen when you're at home.
He's already lit.
He's already all the way in.
It's too late.
Nothing. You're good.
Okay.
Just do it for
Taste it
you.
before you light it.
I haven't lit it. Oh, I forgot. We're supposed to dry.
Yeah, the cold
Yeah.
draw. The cold draw.
Cold draw. Oh, wow.
The cold draw, I think you get a lot of different
Yeah.
flavors than after you light it. Sometimes I'll find a cigar that has a great cold draw, and I'll just walk around and I'll
What's a cold
So before you
taste
light it,
before you light it, right? I tend to get a lot of like stone fruit, like apricot or raisin or like dried pear kind of fruit flavors. Sometimes I get like a
thanks, Doc.
grassy sort of hay note to it. But there's a lot of different flavors that you get. And once you light it, those are gone. So I'll walk around a lot of times with a cigar without even lighting it and just puff on it for a long time.
Yeah.
You guys get anything off the cold draw?
Kind of like what you're saying. It's for me, it's a very sweet kind of cold draw off the flavor. I mean, but that's pretty much what I'm picking up. Well, you're already in here. So what do you get, Mike?
You know what? No, this is weird. I know you're going to think this is weird, but I get like a chai tea.
I get that. I understand that. Yeah.
I
It's
get
sort
like
of
a
that
chai tea because
grassy-
it's delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. It's because my wife and I, we chai tea together, right?
That was not on my bingo card tonight. Like
But I don't get a
Mike's chai tea.
Mike's chai. But I don't get the cold. I don't get the cold foam. I don't get that. But I get a chai tea. I mean,
Maybe we
That
should
is-
try it.
that is really good.
It is good.
Cold draw. Wow.
Awesome.
I've also been taught how to light a cigar since, I used to just flame it on, right? But there's
Right.
a way you toast it. So they tell you toast the end till you start get to the embers, right? You start get those embers.
Yeah.
Then you pull it in, but you don't put it on there. You suck in the heat.
Right. There's sugars that are naturally present in the leaf. You don't want to carbonize the sugar, right? Think of when you're doing a marshmallow over the campfire.
Yeah.
If you put it in the fire, you're going to carbonize it. It's going to turn black. Those sugars are going to turn to carbon. You don't want to do that with the sugars in leaf because you want to experience, you want to keep that heat low. So you want to caramelize the sugars like you would, slowly roasting your marshmallow over the campfire. You're slowly going to bring that heat up. And so the butane
Sorry,
lighters
Rabbi.
burn
Thank
at
you.
like, 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit or something. You want to keep it out of the visible flame. You want to slowly bring it up and try to keep it as cool as you can.
Man, I
Is that
wanted
just for
lots of it.
cigars? That lighter just for
No, so this lighter, I'm glad you asked because I should have said something. This is Vertigo lighters. This is one of my favorite brands. And this is a butane lighter. So it's a jet flame. It burns very, very hot. And this is what you see most of the time in the cigar industry. There are some soft flame lighters. The difference is this burns very hot. Like I said, don't quote me, but I think it's 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit or something.
Okay.
Or a soft flame lighter like a Bic
Yeah.
or Match or a Cedar Still or something like that. It's going to burn at around 500 degrees. It's a lot more forgiving, but you see jet flame a lot because it's wind resistant. Plus, it's like the newest tech. Like it's cool, right? So
Well, the biggest problem when you come to Ash Anvil, they got so many cool lighters. You end up spending more money on lighters than you do than you do cigars.
I can fix it. Actually,
I was gonna say if you
Wait.
You
you
can
could take it
flip-flop that.
camping.
Hey, Lachelle's watching. You need to. No secrets.
It's like you can take that camping and make s'mores and hot
Yeah,
dogs,
so-
all kinds of things.
So I've got a different one, right?
you have an Espinosa Warhead lighter.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that
which is
cool?
very cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So it still gets the same thing, and of course I bought it here. So
We do sell those here.
no Bourbon Bros discount.
So let's try it after the cigar.
Yeah. So
They pay.
try the bourbon. So yeah. So, but the cigar is it's unique too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get chai tea anymore.
All right. Before I taste the whiskey, I do want to talk about the cigar a little bit.
Yeah.
I get on the palate of the cigar, I get a little bit of spice. It's very robust. There's a lot of flavor here. I don't know. I get a little bit of like leather, a little bit of spice.
It's definitely spicy. It's definitely a spicy cigar. At first I was like, what is that? And there's definitely a spice
Right.
on the first.
But it's not like black pepper spice.
No. But you
No,
but you
it's a
can
good
taste
spice.
it.
Yeah.
You can it stays in the palate, right? Definitely the spice stays in the palate.
I get a little
good.
bit of like natural sweetness off of it. Like it's a little bit sweet. It is that spice, but it's more like I don't know, sort of like a cedary, woodsy spice.
Definitely woodsy.
Right.
Yeah, I get the woodsy for sure. So again, I'm new to picking up. I'm new to picking up notes on both of them, right? But
I agree.
calling me out. But it's really good. It's tasty, right?
Baking
You get
spice.
Baking spice. There you go.
Yeah,
bacon
but it's not.
spice,
It's
right?
not so much like the allspice. Like one of my other favorite cigars is the St. Francis, Colorado by All Saints Cigars. right? And that one is so heavily that allspice, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of like a nutmeg thing to it. Again, with the cedar, I think that this one is, I don't know how to describe it. It's so different than the other cigars that I've had. And that's why I like it so much. This is one of my go-tos. This is one of my favorites because of that.
It's definitely, I don't know if I've had anything like it before. It's definitely,
No, I agree. Yeah.
again, I get a little more of that spice because I'm not a guy that when I take a hit and it kind of sends me for a loop, I'm not a fan of that, right?
Right.
But this, it's definitely, it leaves a flavor, and the spice stays.
Right.
The spice stays all over the palate.
And
So
with one tobacco, right? You see other companies out there that tote, oh, we're 5 tobacco blend or 7 tobacco blend.
this is a
I have
single
a cigar
tobacco.
in my humidor that is 13 different tobaccos, right? Made by a very good company. That's made by Arturo Fuente. I'll tell you the story about that later. But this is one tobacco. And yet with that one single plant, with that one strain of seed, you're able to get so much complexity out of it, which is what I was so surprised when I first smoked this. You know, how much you're able to get out of this cigar. It's excellent.
No, it's super good.
Yeah.
All right, let's try the whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Now, I did this pairing before the video to make sure that they worked well. Like I said, I tried another cigar that I thought had the right flavor profile. It didn't have the strength to stand up to the whiskey. So when I smoked the cigar, it was very good. I tried the whiskey. It was very good. I went back to the cigar. There was nothing to it. It was like there was no flavor. The whiskey just overpowered it because it was such a strong flavor. That I went to this cigar here, and I think that these match pretty well. So,
You know, I pick up the fruitiness is gone a little bit when on this.
Yeah.
But what I definitely pick up is I pick up more of the spice of the barrel with
Yeah.
the cigar.
yes,
Right?
I agree.
Again, I kept. Jaime wants to know the name of the cigar again.
This is the Aladino Corojo Reserva, and this is
Dino.
the Corona size, which is a once a year release in the Corona size. They do Toro, they do Robusto, and sometimes they even do Lancero. But the Corona size is a once a year release, and I know it's all the same tobacco, but it's a slightly different blend of that same tobacco, the different primings of the tobacco. I think it's a little fuller bodied, it's a little stronger, which is why I went with this cigar over the others.
There you go, Jaime. You got to pick one up.
It is Honduran tobacco. It's Honduran tobacco.
Jaime's in Colorado, so it's not that far to come to Kansas City and sit with us and
No, it's not.
have a pour and some cigars, Jaime. Come on. So no, it definitely. I'm able to pick up more spice notes. Again, the fruity kind of went away on the palate. Still getting the back. I'm still getting the back of the oak and the wheat, right?
Mhm.
But it's for me. It's a spice, but it's not a bad spice. It's a good spice, right?
Right,
It's good
yeah.
flavor.
That's right.
You guys?
What I get out of the cigar, I agree with you on the bourbon. I get a little more spice. That stone fruit's gone. But on the cigar, I get less spice and a little more sweetness off the cigar is what I get.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, again, we've kind of seen it kind of took the spice away from the cigar.
Right.
It kind of it smoothed it out almost a
It
little bit.
muted
Right?
the spice here on the cigar, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's still good. It's just a good draw, good drink. I mean, this is a great pair.
Yeah. These are good.
That's why Derek's here. That's the only. No, it's not the only reason. It's not the only reason. I promise. I promise. Because this doesn't look as cool from my basement. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So, I mean, do you guys at your location down there? Can you smoke any cigars down there? Do you have any type of cigar lounge or anything down there?
I think but I mean, honestly, given all of the distilling and the ethanol and the things that are around, it'd be like
Understand.
pretty irresponsible to light up, especially those lighters.
That's right.
Sheesh.
They burn hot.
Yeah, it's a smoke-free facility, unless you're outside, of course, it's fine.
Now, what about Wichita? You got so maybe just a quick thing. What is Wichita? Is it going to be larger? Are you going to still have the restaurant? You're still going to have the type of the bar where you can get the drinks and things like that?
So currently we are not going to have a restaurant or bar. So right now we're just going to focus on the distilling side in Wichita. But our goal then is to have a tasting room. what's that?
Delano, maybe.
Yeah, it kind of more in like the Delano or
Oh,
the
nice.
Old Town
Yeah.
area. So we want to just keep the distilling going and then really focus on that, and then eventually opening up a tasting
Are
room.
you guys, have you picked a spot yet, or you're still negotiating?
We're still negotiating,
Okay.
so hopefully we're getting close.
If anyone knows the space,
No, I'm just.
that's
so like I
23
used to
foot
live in Wichita.
ceilings. and
That's the hard part. Is you have to have
Delano.
25-foot ceilings. So
Yeah.
we would have loved to be
With
able
fire
to even
safety
have the
control.
whole distillery in
Sure.
yeah.
Delano, but there's just not space down there.
Yeah.
Delano's just a cool area. in
Oh, it's
Wichita.
such a cool area.
Yep.
I don't know much about the whiskey industry in Wichita. Are there other distilleries in Wichita?
There's actually not.
There used to be.
Yeah.
They went defunct. Yeah, it didn't
We
last
actually
very
even
long.
looked at that building
Yeah.
too. That yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's nothing
there-
currently.
There are a few around the outskirts of Wichita, but nothing in Wichita
I'll
proper.
tell you, there's a ton of cigar industry in Wichita. There are a ton of lounges.
Well, we need to hook up
Shops in
with
Wichita,
you know, if there's anything that
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's a good idea, right?
There's a lot of cigar smokers in Wichita. It's impressive how many there are.
And Jaime, I may have to take care of you if you won't drive all the way from Colorado. So don't worry, I have a connection.
So if you guys were gonna smoke not smoke a cigar, but have a bourbon, Gunner's bourbon with anybody, who would it be? Past or present, who would you have a drink with?
I think Louisa has the best answer for this one.
I said
well, we actually have two answers for you.
Right.
You first, and then
Travis Kelsey and,
Taylor Swift.
of course,
Good answer. Good answer.
I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta
Please,
keep it level, right?
please don't drop off the live. We'll get past that. Not that I'm against that, but you know,
Which one, Travis or Taylor?
Travis, obviously. I'd smoke a cigar with Taylor.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Okay, be nice, be nice.
if anyone knows them, let us know.
Yeah, sure,
please.
sure.
We'd love to share Gunners with
Pass our
them.
names along.
Yeah, yeah.
And then who's your pick?
Is our pick?
No, you said so. You
Oh, so yeah. Why don't you tell him if you could have a drink with, or you know,
Oh,
who are you
well,
gonna share Gunners with?
well, we
Yeah.
said.
Okay,
Are they
you
one
both had the
person?
same. You both had the same
I
pick.
said Travis Kelsey. She
She
said
said
Taylor
Taylor,
Swift.
Oh, so
I think she might have another one too. She's just
Oh, I also said Anthony Bourdain or Mother Teresa because
There
it'd
you
be
go.
fun to see her fucked up.
does Mother Teresa?
I don't think she smokes her drinks, but yeah. I mean,
Okay, all right.
Sorry for the F bomb.
Yeah, yeah.
oh.
I think that'd be a great one. Yeah,
Wow,
that'd be awesome.
Oh, wow. Well, you know,
Well,
okay. Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, Rabbi, I know you're a Swiftie. I know you're
Rabbi's a Swiftie, right?
Mike acts like he's not going to listen to it on the way home. Come on. Life of a short girl. Come on. You know you like it.
I don't know who Taylor Swift is,
Sure.
but
We were listening to Life of a Short Girl on the way over here.
yeah, right. So no, it's that's awesome. So obviously it's local, right? It's Kansas City, and
That's right.
Yeah,
Rabbi,
Coach.
don't be a hater. That's right, Rabbi, don't be a hater.
Oh, I've been giving Rabbi Moses a hard time for a couple years now. I know he's a Swiftie.
He's a Swiftie. he wears a shirt on game day that says, "I
Taylor's
love
boyfriend.
Travis Kelsey's girlfriend."
That's right.
So, no, you know, for me, this is. I'm going to be honest with you. I have a group that and a lot of them are on here. And a lot of them been commenting, right? I would love to share this with them because again, they're all over the country, and you know, we talk bourbon quite often, and this is a good pour. I think every one of them would like it.
Yeah.
So again, you know, and you know, some of that is you know, again, you walk through a liquor store, and there are a million selections, right? So, and everyone's always looking for that one special bottle that you know no one's ever going to find, but this is one to stop for. Now, you know, something we haven't. I mean, we've all got full glasses though, but they also have another selection, right? The where's it at? It's right here. Is that it? Right here?
Yep, the Heritage.
The Heritage,
That's
right?
the Heritage.
It's a weeded bourbon. So, I thought I had a glass in here, but yeah, it's also another thing in their repertoire of that it's good. So killing time, Texas. No cowboys allowed in here.
What-
So
What's the proof on your heritage bourbon?
That's 90
90.
proof.
90 proof? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Well, and I saw Texas. I mean, we definitely have plans to expand to Texas one day. I mean, I lived there. I went to Baylor, Sick and Bears sometimes. Uh-oh.
this is
Well, against you.
You were good until then, I guess.
this is going downhill. So we,
Going downhill.
Jaime, we got to fly Eagles fly, right?
But
But
we will expand into Texas one day. And then
Yeah.
Colorado, or I think those are all in the plans. Basically, any place right around in driving distance of Kansas, we plan to expand to.
yeah, awesome. Again, I think it's definitely. I think it's a pour that's definitely worth it. So
Yeah, I'll keep a bottle of both of these in my cabinet at home, and happy to share these with anybody. This is a great whiskey.
Thank you.
very good.
Appreciate it,
So,
guys.
well, let's we'll just give a little tiny
Oh,
preview.
and I do love the Jayhawks too. I should say my husband went there.
No, Jayhawks, that's where I graduated from.
Oh, that's disappointing now.
Oh no!
Look,
Oh, good until then. Well, man.
we have gone into the gutter.
Hook 'em horn.
Oh, of course, we love Texas.
So, we are our next live. For those of you who are on, and we're gonna expand this. Our next live is going to be.
Actually, I accidentally left the bottle.
We don't even have a
I
bottle of
two
it.
bottles.
At the table. Maybe that's on purpose, right? So they have a new bottle out. Gunners has a new bottle out that we are going to focus on the 19th of the Go Dogs. There you go.
Yeah.
Go Dogs. That we're going to focus on November 19th. And we're doing some special things. So make sure you like and subscribe, and so you can get the notifications that we're going live, because it's gonna be special. If we look to top every live every time, I think this one will be our top. There'll be some previews to come, so keep again, like and subscribe. It will you'll get notifications, and we'll put out some previews, and I think it will be definitely
It's gonna be fun.
it will be very much fun.
We're excited. Thank you
Yeah,
again
I'm
for having
excited.
us.
So Heath, you got anything? What's your thoughts? Closing thoughts?
It's great. Yeah, it's a great pairing.
It is good. Great. Again, great pairing. We love doing this, and Derek's expertise has made this a lot of fun. And so
Thank you.
kind of there. So
I appreciate it.
no, we sure appreciate you guys being
Yeah.
here.
It was fun.
We hope you continue to grow. Hopefully we can do things to
Grow
help you
together.
guys grow. As we partner together, we're in Kansas. You're in Kansas. That's what we're about, right? Let's expand Kansas out to the coasts, and Gunners is a way to start, I think, for sure. So
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys.
yeah, you guys
Anything
good?
else that you guys need to add?
No.
No?
Any questions or inquiries? Again, info@gunnersbourbon.com. We can get you guys set up. Another thing that I like to offer people is, if you do live in Kansas and you're trying to find one of our bottles, I'm able to look up who has ordered it recently as far as retailers.
Okay.
So I'm happy to point you to the store that's closest to you.
Well, I have two different bars here in this building,
That's
and we
absolutely-
definitely have all three bottles. I know we only have two on the table, but we have all three bottles available
Come drink
here.
it.
Come try it.
At
the Forge.
We appreciate you
Forge
guys
and the
supporting us
Bellows.
here, so thank you.
Yeah, and if you're in the Kansas City area, even if you're passing through, Ash Anvil, I'll tell you, you got a cigar lounge, you got a speakeasy. Tell them Joe sent you. Is that right?
There we go. That's it.
I missed it last time. And they got the Bellows, which is out back. It's outdoors, TVs, fire pits. It's as an event, it's come to sit here and relax. You can order food. It is a great establishment, which I spend a lot of time here. So
And I don't think you guys have seen it. I don't think anybody has seen it yet, but we'll have igloos over the fire pits, and we'll have the patio enclosed. So all winter long, we'll be here. We'll be open, and you'll be able to come sit here and get a drink. And
There you go,
Rabbi
Gunner
says the
Slushy.
Gunner Slushy.
I like it.
Yes.
We have become known for our bourbon slushy.
Oh my
All
God.
right, we
Very
gotta get
good.
Gunner slushies
That's
on
it.
there then.
very good. So yeah,
You
and
don't know how to come pour them, right?
That's right.
And a lot of these guys that are on here, we're gonna do some bottle shares here in the spring, and we'll get you guys up here,
Absolutely.
and it'll be a really good time. So, all right.
Take us home.
Yeah, well, we sure do appreciate you guys being here. So,
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys so much. This was fun.
yeah,
Appreciate
we
it.
have a good time. So, hey, do not forget, it's not just about the pours, but the bond it creates. Happy pours.
Cheers.